Okay, so place your ball right where it comes together, and then you're going to want to just bring it over like that, and then kind of fan it out so it's completely covering the ball. Okay. Completely covering the ball. Alright, now going back to your flesh tone roving that you have left, you're going to get another piece, little skinny piece like this, and then you're going to put it right under the base of your ball. Oops. I like to sometimes do it like that so I can have better control. Alright, and then you're going to tie it and pull tight. This is a good time to check to make sure you're right under the base. Okay, and pull tight. Okay, now she's looking a little funky in some spots, so I'm just going to pull it down here a little bit more. Make sure it's nice and smooth. I'm going to shove up my knot a little bit more too. Okay, and then you can decide after you've tied it on here which side looks best for the face. The other side will obviously be covered up by hair, so I think that side looks the best for our face. So this is going to be the front. Alright, now we're going to take our pipe cleaner, and obviously I don't need one that big, right? So I need to trim that down to 6 inches. Yours will probably be 6 inches when it arrives. Alright, and I'm going to make a little loop like that with it. And then I'm going to stick the little body through it. And then we'll tighten that around it, right under the base there. Okay, so what we're going to do, oops, her arms aren't even, are they? No, they're not. No, no. Alright, we gotta fix that. She obviously needs to have even arms. Okay. Is that even now? Alright, we're good. Okay, so I'm going to bring that down a little bit, and then we're going to take some more of the flesh tone roving to kind of give her a little bit more of a neck. So, you're going to want to take it and tuck it right there, and then start tightly winding it around the neck. Down over to the pipe cleaner. Now, make sure that that's kind of spread out a little bit. Then you're going to start wrapping the arms. Make sure you can see that. Now this is just layer 1. That's going to be going on the arms. Okay, so grab another piece. Alright, now you're going to want to go to your hand and about a 1/2 inch, which ironically, I have about a 1/2 inch. You're going to want to fold it like that. And then you're going to want to tuck your roving in there. Just start going round and round and round. Okay. Oops. It's not close enough, so I'm going to undo and redo. That's what happens when your piece is so skinny. Yeah, it's actually coming undone. Alright, we'll go again. It's all good. Oops. Tangling. Okay. Now it's coming completely undone. Boy. That's okay. Alright, so you want to go all the way to the tip, making sure you cover the tip as best as you can. That's the trickiest bit. Okay. Then, once you do that, you're going to fold it in like that. Oops. Alright. And then start covering it. All the way up. See it like that, okay? Now we're going to do the other side. I'm actually going to come around here. Alright. Just remember to pull tight so it's nice and even. Actually, I'm going to bring that one out so it's out of my way. And make sure that they're overlapping so that you don't have any of the white poking through. Alright, now that I'm almost to the end, one more wrap and I'm about a 1/2 inch. Yeah. I'm going to curve that in. Okay. Okay, now I've got the tip down, bend that in. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, as you can see, it's bent in. And then really hold that in. Okay. Alright, so we've got our arms completely covered, and we've got a neck, and we've got our head on. So now you have to decide. You've got this lovely sage green, and you have this lovely pumpkin orange. You have to decide what color you want her dress to be. Before we do that, we're going to use some of this core wool to give her more of a body structure, because she obviously doesn't have one. So we're going to just kind of wrap her. Oops. Uh-oh, her hand's coming unraveled. It's okay, we'll fix that. There we go. Alright, so we're going to kind of wrap her little body up with the core felt and give her more of a form. And you won't see this, it'll be completely encased. Okay. And then you can even take your, and be mindful that you've got the pipe cleaner in there, but just carefully tack that on there. There we go. Alright, so she's got that carefully tacked on. Don't worry about how it like really looks right now, because like I said, it will be covered. You won't see any of this. Okay, well I think I'm going to give her green on the sleeves and chest area, and then I think I'm going to go with the pumpkin for her actual dress. So take a strip of that. Whoops. Alright. I think I need it to be a bit skinnier, so I'm going to pull another piece off of it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start wrapping the arms right by the hands. Okay, and then when you get to that point, you're going to want to cross over and then go around and come back up and continue doing your sleeve. All the way, oops, my roving got a little twisted there. There we go. All the way to the hand. You can come back. Alright, and then we went across. Alright. So we're going to take some more of the green and we're going to go across her body a couple of times to really kind of build her up a little bit more. We're going to wrap it around her torso. So now she's got more of a body. We're going to wrap more around her torso. A little bit more. Really kind of build that up. want to build up this arm a little bit thicker. So it looks, you know, nobody has stick arms. So we want to make sure that her arms look realistic. Okay. So make sure. Now, if your stuff is poking up a little bit like this is, I'm just going to take the needle and kind of push it in a little bit, felt it in. And you can tack down any other loose or bulging fibers that you might have. So here's the back, and here's the front. Okay, so let me actually, there we go, that's better. All right, so now that I've got her body, we need to get her gown. So I'm going to take some of this pumpkin. Okay. Now this is like a pretty thick layer. I don't think I need it that thick, so I'm going to break that in half. All right, so fold it in half, and then in the midpoint, make yourself a little hole, and then stick her head right through that. So you can see her like gown is way too long, really, but we can adjust that. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is then fan out the roving, kind of play with that, how that looks on there. So now that I can see how that's looking, you can see through a little bit in some areas, so we know we need to make adjustments there. Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit more of this, make another hole, stick it over her. And then I'm actually going to swap that, I think, because I made a deeper V over there. Alright, fan that out. Alright. Now I like to tuck in the shoulders a little bit, and then I'm pulling everything down. Okay, so now we're going to take another piece of the pumpkin roving, nice skinny, to make our belt. So we want it to be right under the arms. And again, you're going to want to pull tight. The tighter you pull, the more definition you're going to give her. And then I'm going to flip her over and tie back here too. Pull that really tight. You can see she's already starting to look quite fabulous. Oops. And then we'll just pull that off and double knot that. Alright. And that can just become one with her dress. Okay. So if you're looking and you see that you can see like some of the core wool through there, you either need to stretch it out more, or you have the option of lifting all this up and then taking some of your pumpkin wool and actually wrapping the rest of it around here so that there is no weight to be seen. Okay. There we go. What weight? There's no weight. Now, if you feel like her gown is a little bit too long, then you can just pull some off like that, and then I'll get that nice point. There we go. And then if you're bugged by that, you can tack it down into the waist sash a little bit in the back, and then you won't have that sticking up. Alright, so now is my favorite part, which is adding all of the details. So I'm gonna kind of bring this back because we're gonna put the wings here. So okay, there's that. Alright, so the neckline, we can kind of use the felty needle to